Hi everyone, I wanted to do another Q&A video about my most frequently asked questions. I get asked all types of questions, but the next most frequently asked questions is people always want to know my suggestions for them prior to going into surgery. And I would say first off, especially if you're a neat and tidy person, you're going to want to make sure that you clean your house from top to bottom, like it's spring cleaning time or something, because it's going to be a very long time before you yourself can clean your home. So if you're very particular about the way that your house is kept, first off, I would say the days leading up to your surgery, make sure that your house is in order. Everything is the way that you would like it. So at least it'll take a while for stuff to accumulate and to get back messy. So start off with a clean home, first and foremost. Number two is you're going to want to make sure that you have your support system in order. Make sure that you have somebody to pick the kids up from school, cook for them. If your spouse or your boyfriend or significant other, has to go to work, you're gonna need a right-hand person, probably even two people, to help get you through these next 6 weeks. Number three is make sure that you have a lot of sweatpants and leggings on hand, because it's going to be a while before you can wear jeans comfortably. I'm almost 6 months post-op now, and I'm just now starting to be comfortable to sit around my house with jeans on. Like, I'll put them on to leave, if I'm going out or somewhere, but it's so uncomfortable. Like, it just doesn't feel right. Well, it didn't. Now it's starting to get a little bit better, but it took me 6 months to get to that point. I don't know what other people's experience may be, but that was just for me. So around the house, I'm always in comfortable clothes. Okay, number four is, if I were you, I would start greasing my belly up with cocoa butter weeks prior to your surgery. I was doing it for, years. I've always greased my whole body in cocoa butter, but you're going to want to make sure that you start to do that if you know that you're going to have surgery, because you want to keep your skin soft before surgery. It'll help with your healing in the long run. And along with that, you're going to want to start to research scar therapy and figure out what's going to be best for you. Ask your plastic surgeon for suggestions. They probably sell something in their office that they recommend for you, or if not, get on Google. There's tons of products out there, and that's kind of like a good and bad thing, because you have a variety, but it's kind of bad because no one has the magic cure, because there's so many on the market. So you have to play around with different ones, see which one works for you. Let me think. That's pretty much it. Like, it's pretty basic. The biggest piece of advice that I would give anyone is that after your surgery, and this goes for any surgery, you could have had surgery on your toe, but after any surgery, make sure that you get your butt up off the couch and get to moving, because you don't want to end up with blood clots. Like, I didn't take it serious enough. I thought, because I was young, when I saw it in the paperwork, it just kind of, went over my head, and I wound up, in that situation. Now, I'm going to say again that that's rare. It does not happen often. Most people go through surgery without blood clots, but it's always a possibility. So the biggest thing I would say is, after your surgery, make sure you're up. You don't have to be running laps or even walking at a fast pace, but just make sure you're up and the blood is flowing. So that's that on my suggestions. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is how you're received for having plastic surgery. And one thing I want to say first off is that when you're in a relationship, you wouldn't take advice from single people, and you're kind of going to have to apply that to going through plastic surgery, whether it's a tummy tuck or a boob job, whatever it is that you want to get. people are not, all people aren't going to be happy about your decision. And I just don't feel like you should take advice from people who has never been in your shoes, who's never had body image issues, because you're not going to be well received. And then, you know, they're just going to make you think that you're crazy or that something's wrong with you for you wanting to change yourself. And it doesn't make out to be a good situation, because they just fill your head with doubt and with worry, because most of these people have never did research on plastic surgery, you know, so their whole tactic is to try and scare you to death and make you not want to do it. So I would say don't go looking for advice from people who don't know what they're talking about. It's just bad business all around. And the sad part about it is most people, plain and simple, are just haters. They don't want to see you better yourself because they have their own issues within themselves that they're not working on. So since you're changing, you know, and doing things to make you happy, they want to try and pull you down. It happens within your family. It's going to happen within your friends. So you just need to prepare yourself for that and know that everyone is not going to be happy for you, and everyone is not going to understand, you know, the choices that you've made. But that's okay, because, you know, everything is not for everyone to understand. And the sooner that you realize that, the easier it will be to, you know, block people out. Like, you just gonna have to learn how to block people out. And I'm not saying that all people in your life are gonna be like that, but just from my experience and from talking to a lot of women on here, it's not well received, you know, telling your family and friends that you're having plastic surgery. You know, they think you're conceited, you know, that you're crazy, you know, they want to tell you all these bad things that are going to happen to you. And at the end of the day, you have to make this decision for you. You have to decide what's best for you. Think long and hard about it, because surgery isn't always the answer. But if that's your answer to your situation, then you make that decision and you make peace with it. You know, don't let anyone back you down or talk you out of something that you want to do for you. Because I can honestly say, for me, it was the best decision, you know, besides having my children, that I've ever made. I'm so happy now. My confidence is through the roof. You know, I just feel like a whole new person now. And to me, that makes it all worth it. Everything at the end of the day is all worth it. I'm so glad that I didn't listen to, you know, family and friends who tried to advise me against getting my tummy tucked. So I just wanted to say that, you know, people have a tendency, you know, to try and talk you out of things because they can't see your vision. So somehow in their mind, they think that, well, since they don't see what you see, you shouldn't be doing it. Don't listen to them. If you don't have anyone to talk to, I'm always here. You can inbox me, respond to the video. I try my best to get back to everyone. So with that being said, I think I'm gonna stop now, because I don't want to just ramble on, because I could go on and on for hours, you know, on this whole situation, but I'm not. So I'm gonna stop now. I'll probably be doing another Q&A video, so look for that soon. And also look out for my 6-month post-op video. I'll be doing that soon, in the next 2 weeks. So until then, I'll see you guys later.